All right, welcome in everybody. Could be bright and early if you're tapping in with us on the West Coast because we're coming at you live right at 9:20 on the East Coast. So you got plenty of time if you're rewatching this and not tapping in with us live to lock in today's best bets in the MLB and MLS. It's a Saturday show. You already know it's our favorite day to go wild. Let us do all the work for you and you go enjoy the day, hit up the golf course like we'll be doing later, hit up the pool, the beach, whatever the hell it is. We hope you all enjoy your Saturday, and we appreciate all of you tapping in with us day in, day out. We already know who you's tapping in. Maybe we'll get another story from him, but Kevin C., who you guys since day one, we appreciate all of you because we got the best chat out there. The show is powered and sponsored by the Wise Guys Diamond Club. Be sure to be tapping in with them and sending them a DM. We're live on Twitter. We can't feature you, so if you want to hop over to YouTube, number one spot to be. You already know. Like, retweet, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. But Sosa, how you doing? Your Red Sox came through.
Pretty fucking great, man. Pretty fucking great. Salty because I thought they would do it first five and full game, and I got the push on the first five money line, and obviously they won the full game at the plus 150 number. But all in all, a pretty damn good night. I can't complain. Dodgers also took care of business. And again, it's about being selective at this time of year. We all know that. I continue to beat that into people's heads, and hopefully they continue to understand where I'm coming from. Um, be selective. Be selective. You do not have to bet every game. I'm seeing a bunch of horror stories about people going 3-8, and that's your fault.
Yaz. Yep, Yaz for the Giants came through big time with us as well. White Sox, the dogs were barking yesterday. We even tweeted it out there to let you know if you didn't catch us live to that we're targeting some hungry dogs. Maybe we got some more hungry dogs on deck for us today because it's a Saturday slate. Um, what
Yes.
else did we see last night? The O's, our O's finally went down.
Yeah, it's no worries. Like I said, I speak on it all the time. If when you win, when a team casts you out a bunch of times on a during a winning streak, you tip your hat to the team that gets them off the winning train. Um, they fought. I mean, the game ended up being 5-4. They made every attempt. They left some guys on base. Um, but more importantly, like the culture shift. That's what you want to see. When a team finishes bottom six 3 seasons in a row, in all of baseball, you're looking for some level of progress. You've heard me speak on Cedric Mullins, freeing him and him being so good. You know what I mean? Him being such a star. Mountcastle being a future star. Mancini beat cancer. I mean, like he's a hero in Baltimore. People don't really know, like how much like these guys have been together too. That's the crazy part is that they've lost together. So it's just, like I said, it's just exciting to see. Also, it's good for Baltimore to have something to cheer about outside of just football. And they have a really nice ballpark.
And
So
then the biggest surprise and the reason why they're this way, I know we talk about the O's a lot. I don't know, we picked up the Pels. I guess we're picking up the O's. It's just our thing is we pick up a squad that fights it out. But everyone's just like Means is the O's only pitcher. Means is the O's only guy that they got on the mound. Their starters have been the reason why they're at this
we
level too.
we pick up wounded birds. That's we're them. We're those guys. Just picking up the wounded birds and cheering for them. But
Too early for you out there hurting your eyes. It's the Unity training top that the MLS did this year. It's like the flowers from North America and Canada or something like that. It just looks like a dope Hawaiian with the Union logo on it. I had to cop it.
interesting. That's fancy. It's very fancy.
Other than that, not really much to talk about from last night's baseball slate. We got a solid one coming up.
Oh,
What's
did you
up?
see, did you see Jonathan Kaminga last night?
No.
Yeah, he had a nice little dunk last night. It was I just like being, me, I like being right. Remember on draft night, people were saying how he's not good and he's not going to be a good pro, and they don't see it. I hope they see it now.
Well, the
He's
fucking
going to be really fucking good, man.
bar restaurant I was in last night, instead of having any live games on, Johan Santana's no hitter, they were playing that from 2012 instead at the bar last night.
with the Twins.
No, with the Mets. It was the fucking
He pitched one with the Mets too. Was it a perfect game with the
No, it's a no hitter. The Mets were the last team ever to get a no hitter registered for them, and it was Santana. He did it against the Cardinals. He allowed like 5 walks, I believe, or something like that. But yeah,
he had one with the Twins too. Man,
yeah.
Johan was that guy, bro. People forget how.
Yeah, that was on at the fucking bar, and they showed the hitters that were in the lead, and Carlos Ruiz was hitting at 357 on June 1st of 2012, and then he got suspended for Adderall like 3 weeks later.
It'd be like that. Does that mean he'll be hopping on the Birds bandwagon? Absolutely not.
Oh, I like that one, Kevin. See, I like it.
Oh.
All right, let's get into today's plays. Good banter to start off today's show. Sosa, I'll just lead us off with today's here because you rode the M's yesterday. I mean, today, I'm backing the Mariners in a different way just so that we don't mush that win streak. It's Spencer Howard Day, so thank God we didn't have an episode on Monday because he's making his 4th start of the season. The first half team total for the opposing team has came through in the first 2, did not come through on Monday, but we didn't have a show, so we're still perfect when taking the first half team total over. You can get the Mariners 2.5 at plus 109 on this streak against Spencer Howard. Yeah, give it to me. So Sosa, I don't know if you're backing them in any other sort of way, but I'm taking the 2.5. And the total's sitting out there at 8, and all of his starts, the over has cleared. So that's just kind of where I like the total here. And the bats were on fire last night. I think they stay hot.
Absolutely. And we're going to take Julio Rodriguez to score a run in the game at minus 115. So we got the first 5 team total, and we got the Julio Rodriguez to record a run at minus 115. 2 plays, 1 game. Should be at the window by the 5th inning.
Yep. And I don't know, Sosa, maybe we would have been smart enough to stay off the first half for Spencer Howard's last start because he faced the A's. I don't know, that number probably would have been pretty low. Good thing we didn't have a show on Monday.
Yeah, damn right. It's all about finding the silver lining, man. That's all that matters.
Where are we going with play number 3 of the show?
Next play, it's going to be just like the Dodgers last night, whom I told you would beat the dog shit out of the Angels. It was a no-doubter. It was easy money. We're going to go with the Atlanta Braves team total over 5 at minus 120, facing off against Paolo Espino. I think it's the same sort of situation. One team's clearly better than the other. The other has their star pitcher on the mound. One has the star pitcher on the mound. The other has the guy that's stunk it up for 85% of his starts. Even though Atlanta scored runs last night, I like them to run it back, man. I like them to stay hot, just like we were just talking about the Mariners who have been hot. But I like Atlanta tonight. Team total, or at 4 o'clock, team total over 5, minus 120. I think, like I said, I like them to stay hot. I'm also going to sprinkle on Acuna's stolen base. He's getting back in form where he's running the base pads freely like he was prior to injury. And if people remember when he was hot last year, you could never ever get a nerfie with Atlanta. This guy would get on base, steal second, steal third, and a sacrifice fly would bring him home. And it happened like 9 times where he'd steal a base in the first inning before he got hurt last year. So again, once Acuna starts rounding into form, I think people forget that this guy's a MVP caliber player, and he's a difference maker. He's a real superstar that, when given the opportunity, can really change the trajectory of any team. And I believe right now his stolen base is at plus 260. It's been knocked down because the books are aware that he's been running the base pads at a very high level over the last 2 weeks. So at plus 260, got to sprinkle on Acuna to get a stolen base. So that's 4 plays in total. I have one more, and I don't know how many more baseball, because I have it on. A little birdie has hit me up and told me that you were doing tons of research on the MLS. So if you
don't know about tons,
you have anything else on the MLB before we get into?
Yeah, I got the scary word, Sosa. I've given out 3 parlays in the history of bread. There's a spot here today where I could easily just take the Mets in the first game because their money line's sitting at minus 121. I kind of just want to do a double up because you get Scherzer on the mound for the second one. It's sitting at minus 200. You get it right over to that plus money price. Keep fading the Cubs on this L streak because you got Walker in the mound on the first one. What do you think here about the Mets double up? Oh, no, he pulled the thing. I'm going to do the Ron Burgundy thing now because now Sosa froze.
No, you said parlay, so I kind of I shut down for a second. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Oh, you thought I was frozen? No, I was just physically, I shut down when you said the word because apparently that's like a sin. But yeah, no, I'm with you, and I love the fact that you're about to call him Tijuana Walker. That was really the most impressive part of that entire dialogue right there. He was about to call him Tijuana.
Yeah, that stopped myself before I fucked up. Man, there's some names I'll just never get right.
Oh, it's all good, man. It's all good.
We'll just rock with them in the first game here, minus 121. We won't do the parlay to make Sosa's brain freeze again there. But if you want to do a little bit crazier, the double up.
Bring the parlay on, man. Come on. Nah. We're not scared. We're not.
No, because I want to know, because knowing our luck, the one time we actually put a minus 200 in anything on the show, it's going to be the time. And then, when the home team loses game one of the doubleheader, it's kind of our nice spot to target as well. So we'll just keep it easy.
Yeah. See,
you put it on the same team twice.
Put it on the same team 2 times. Just the whole thing. And if you lose it all, hit up Rex.
And I'll hit up the Mets front office for you.
Oh, they won't care. Cohen doesn't give a fuck about anyone.
There's not many other spots that I like out here in today's MLB slate with a 7-game MLS slate.
Oh.
What else you got? I got 2 MLB plays there for you. I think we're good on that front from myself.
My final run back is going to be Red Sox first 5 money line plus 130. I like the price. Yankees have lost 5 of 6. I told y'all it was coming, but then I got branded a hater. I haven't seen the most winning baseball team in baseball over the last 5 years. This happens, and it's funny seeing Yankee fans panic because they haven't been here in a while where they've been really good, right? So they lose 5 of 6, and some of them are just fucking panicking. It's hilarious. Also, did you see the MVP odds drop?
Did they?
The MVP odds for Judge dropped. Shohei's right there at even money now. You could have got Judge at plus 400, plus 500 to start the season. He was prohibited favorite.
Yeah, but what Shohei's on that next level. We've been saying it. It's tough to. Man, imagine if you got a Shohei ticket when the Judge hype was going. Holy shit!
I know, but like I said, it's exactly what. This is expected. No team stays hot for 162 games. You've seen it with San Fran last year. Remember last year I bet Andy. I told him at some point they're going to lose 7 of 8, or it just happens. It happens. You just don't want it to. You just don't want it to happen at the very end of the year. That's just part of the game. There are these slumps that teams go through, and then their bullpen's been overworked like a motherfucker for the season. I mean, they threw Chapman out in the 7th last night. So again, we're getting to the All-Star break. I think a break will be really good for the Yankees, and they have hit Pivetta well. But I think that both teams score runs today. And if you're going to give me the opportunity on a push against a division rival where both teams are hitting the ball well, pretty well. I mean, Judge was the only one who was rendered completely ineffective last night in the lineup. But yeah, I'm just going to run. I'm running back that first 5 money line with Boston. I love the odds. It's the price. It's the price. Coming off of L, why is the price at plus 130? You know what I mean? And
Yankees at home, and the Yankees get all the cash.
And that makes sense. So again, see, the thing is, I can't agree with that because the fact that their slump is coming now lets me know that they got another run in them. That's the thing, because they will turn it around and they'll get hot again. But this is just part of baseball. No team that you get off to such a torrid pace and the world starts, nut hugging and telling you how great you are and how you're going to win 115 games. And then you realize that the starting rotation was going 7 innings every fucking night. And the bullpen was getting 7, 8, 9. You know what I mean? Every single night. That does not happen all year. This happens. So for anybody that's calling me a Yankee hater, I'm not hating. I'm just letting you know how the game goes. That's it. It's nothing disrespectful. They're gonna lose tonight, though. At least the first 5.
We'll lose tonight, though. Not the full game, potentially.
Hey, man, all-stars in 48 hours.
You got anything else for us tonight?
That's it. That's all. Let's get to the most important part of the show. I need this soccer money in my life. Oh, shout out to Robert Lewandowski going to Barcelona. No idea how they can afford it, but shout out to him.
Hey, everything's possible in FIFA. Just give them enough money.
How?
Oh, you saw Man City pay their way to stay in Champions League. It's what you could just do in FIFA.
We're having financial troubles. Let's give a 34-year-old hundreds of millions of euros. Okay, I guess that makes sense, right? We're having financial troubles. Okay, let's just keep spending money.
Few paragraph from Mo coming in about Barcelona.
Couldn't keep Messi.
4,
couldn't
3,
keep Messi.
2. Not a paragraph.
It was coming. You knew it was coming.
2 sentences, close enough to a paragraph in a YouTube chat.
Think about that. You couldn't pay the greatest player of all time in the history of the franchise, but you go and get Lewandowski from Germany. Unfucking fathomable, my brother. Doesn't make a lick of fucking sense.
Shout out Poland. Yaz, Lua, great show for Poland today.
Let's go. That's fucking great.
All right, let's start it off here. So we might be targeting some slumping teams today in the MLS, and then we might be going back to one of our old faithful plays here. So the first one we're going to take is the Colorado Rapids on the money line at -109. They didn't come through for us at home midweek. Colorado, they took their first L of the season at home like 3 weeks ago, and then they've drawn their past 2. They don't lose at home. It's just a fact. Their striking and up top is terrible with Zardes being the only option. The Galaxy conceded a decent amount midweek travel up to the mountains. Colorado got back-to-back home games, taking the Rapids on the money line -109 or -110, depending what price your book got sitting out there. I wouldn't pay anything more than -125 because we saw last show numbers flew after we locked in some plays.
Yes, sir.
Next one, we're going to be backing a road team here. The Sounders, they've dropped, or they haven't gotten a win in their past 3 games, but we can get them on the +0.5 or the draw double chance, depending on the way your book lists it, at -130 here. Rui Diaz looks like he's finally going to be back in the lineup, which is the biggest thing here. And then when you look at Chicago's results, other than beating the Union, they haven't taken down the strongest teams. They usually end up drawing at home. They're another team that's accumulated a decent amount of draws. I think this one stays low and potentially goes under. So that's why I'm going to take the draw double chance or the +0.5 with the Sounders.
Yes, sir.
So you back in Inter Miami again today?
No. Why would I do that?
I don't know. They're at home against Charlotte FC. I can definitely see this one coming through a little bit more, and you get the +122 on the money line, but I'd stay away from that matchup completely as well with those 2 clubs. Not going to bet the Union. I think they're going to win, obviously. -118 at home. The Revolution started to show some sort of life. It is what it is there. If you want your contrarian play of the day, take Toronto on the Asian handicap at +1 at -120. I don't have the balls enough to. You can also sprinkle them on the money line at +443 because it looks like Montreal is going to be without Mihailovic. I think he's one of the key pieces for the attack. Toronto's still trying to incorporate all the Italian washed-up players that they got because they won't be playing in Qatar and they're playing in Canada instead in the glorious MLS. But that's kind of where I think Toronto is still too early to buy on them, but I don't think they lose by 2+.
Yes, sir.
And then Sosa, Austin plays today.
Obviously, so we're rocking with McConaughey and his shitty bourbon or whiskey.
Yeah, I think we might have to keep rocking with the green and black, man, because you can get them like right at the same price you're getting the Sounders at the plus 0.5 or the draw double chance at minus 120. Going to FC Dallas, where we took them on the draw no bet the last time they played 3 weeks ago. It pushed. I don't know. Austin still have yet to beat Dallas. They just have to pull out a result. I'm a little too scared for this one here, but the over is tempting as well. We saw Gold Fest, man. I think we have to keep it to 2 MLS plays.
Hey, man, listen, bankroll management is paramount here at Daily Bread Media. We don't give
See,
out.
that's where, Mo, I love the Austin FC price. It just seems too easy and too good to be true. Top team in the West. No wonder, because I bought their shirt last season. The Union's the top team in the East. Surprise, right?
I'm surprised.
But that's where the Austin FC price is just like tempting me and calling my name, and the over. I don't know. I think we could see something a little crazy. Appreciate Andre, the only sport that matters. One of our true MLS fans with us. But yeah, we got 2 games. Maybe I'll tweet out some more later, but lineups are key. You got the 6th game in 18 days for some clubs. You could see some rotation, but we'll keep the 2. So I'll run back my plays for today. Sosa, I know you don't like to do it, but I got the Mets on the first game money line at minus 121. I got the Mariners first 5 team total over 2.5 at plus 110. Rocking with the Sounders plus 0.5 or the draw double chance at minus 130. Then I'm taking the Rapids on the money line at minus 110. And then if the Rapids don't come through with me, I might just banish them and just start making them the auto fade like Sporting Kansas City is.
Yes, sir.
No stolen bases today? No stolen base Saturday?
I don't know what the fuck Miami be doing with their lineup, man. Birdie be in and out the lineup. I don't know if he be hurt or if they just don't know what the fuck they're doing down there. So I not today. I expect dingers though. I think Judge or Giancarlo goes yard. I think Devers or Bogarts go yard. Yeah, that's who I would roll with as far as like hitting dingers. Stolen bases have been rough this week, man. No lie. Unless it's been Bobby Witt Jr. because he's the only guy left in the lineup for Kansas City that went to Canada. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. You know.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see 2 grand slams today.
No, probably not. LeBron and DeMar DeRozan playing the Drew League today. I'm actually excited for that. Living out west, I used to go out there. Like I used to go to the Drew League like every summer.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have like NBA players. The first person that really like that caught my eye when I was out when I would go to the Drew League was Josh Christopher, bro. I saw him at like 16 give out like a 40 piece in the Drew League. Insane. I mean, like
Arizona State.
He would not dog it in high school. Like I didn't even know who the fuck he was, but like when he went to when he was at the Drew, oh my god, he was killing as a kid. I thought he was a grown ass man. Like, he's only 16. What the fuck? So, yeah, just shout that out. I'm just to shout out the Drew League. I'm a huge fan. Shout out to Frank Nitti, multiple MVP of the Drew League. If you know, you know. But yeah, other than that, make sure y'all.
No, let's do UFC pick. Drop a UFC pick if you got one for us, because isn't it a fight tonight? Probably.
I think the fight's early. It starts soon.
Shit. So maybe Mo will drop one here before we're wrapping it up. But check out on our playlist, on our channel on YouTube, Extra Dough with JD, ranked the top 10 college quarterbacks going into this season. Probably where the Heisman's going to come from. So he also gave you a Heisman odds episode, dropping all of the knowledge for you if you want to be ready and geared up. Ortega by stoppage submission, like it. Mo always comes through for the UFC picks, but be tapped in with us. Give us that like, follow, subscribe, retweet.
Garbage.
Do you see Rock got a role in a DC movie?
I mean, bro, like at this point, The Rock could play fucking Barack Obama because he has so many followers on fucking Instagram. He could play any role he fucking wants. because there are going to be a conglomerate of people that just show up to see that bullshit.
Yeah,
Rock
Black
can't
Adam
act.
is its name. Yeah.
The Rock can't act. But I also can't hate on him because he's also like probably like top 3 like pro wrestling stars for me. So you know what I mean? It's like a 50-50. I think he's terrible at movies, but his contribution to professional wrestling is second to none. I'm sorry.
You liked what the Rock was cooking?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Scorpion King?
Rudy Poo Candy Ass. Yeah, what? I was the biggest Rock fan. What are you talking? He was the fucking man. Like if you
I don't
didn't
know. I
fuck
kind of
with,
liked Mankind.
if you didn't fuck with the Rock, you're a fucking loser. Like also,
Rock was definitely. I don't know. I liked the Mankind because of the sock thing. It was weird as
of
fuck.
course
But
you did. Of course you did. Like that. Of course you like Mankind because of Mr. Sacco. Of course. Of course.
and we
Nah,
out till tomorrow.